As I reflect on the teachings of Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., agape love is at the heart of all of his actions, which is the pillar he and I both share in our lives. No matter the differences in beliefs, values, or backgrounds of others, Dr. King sought the love of God in all people and loved them unconditionally. I believe in the power of divine love and its ability to transform the hearts of all people with the hope that will get us to King's beloved community. While Dr. King practiced agape from the pulpit and the streets, I'm discovering my own form of agape through combating societal issues of mental health and higher education attainment within the Black community. I had the privilege of walking the Edmund Pettus Bridge in Selma, Alabama during my freshman year, through the Magis Civil Rights Trip. Black people and allies met the brute force of the American government as a march for human rights. While on the bridge, I began to feel sickened by the heavy presence of tears and bloodshed. It was here I began to critically reflect and seek to disrupt generational patterns of mental health going unrecognized. My Trinidadian family has had impactful encounters with mental health and trauma once they moved to America, so this is something we place great emphasis on within our household. These personal experiences left me responsible to use my roles at BC to address the lack of attention to mental health within marginalized communities. Another issue of great importance to me is higher education attainment for low-income students of color. Being a first-generation student and learning to navigate the college process was a personal struggle. It was frustrating at times, but I kept my composure and faith in God. Not many students from my high school went to college or even continued college after the first semester. I believe stronger educational support systems and mentors within my community could have helped my peers stay in college, which inspired me to devote my time to participate in panels with the College Bound Initiative and Student Admissions Program. The teachings of MLK have taught me that love truly conquers all. He motivates me to transform the hearts of others through agape and compassion for all human beings. I aspire to influence my community and unite people through MLK's vision. My leadership roles have given me the opportunity to practice the power of speech and tell my story unapologetically, which MLK did so profoundly. In the midst of a pandemic, we should be using this time as an opportunity to unite as a community, as brothers, sisters, and non-binary folks. Agape has been lacking in today's times of difference and unrest, specifically when it comes to Black people in this country. I find irony in something as simple as wearing a mask can be divisive because the same folks complaining that they can't breathe were also dismissive or silent when Eric Garner said, "I can't breathe." Or even more recently, when Derek Chauvin stood on the neck of George Floyd for 8 minutes and 46 seconds, while he also said, "I can't breathe." Agape was absent in both of these instances, and moments thereafter where Black folks continued to be terrorized and killed across the country. Like MLK, I want to see justice for all and a better world, but this cannot be achieved without agape. While the pandemic has exacerbated problems for all marginalized communities, the spaces of mental health and post-secondary education have been the issues that compelled me to ensure that agape is at the center of all things that I do.